Mike Tyson, one of the best, if not the greatest boxer of all time. He made over $300 million in the ring. $300 million. By 2003, he was filing for bankruptcy. $23 million in the hole. Some reports put the damage even higher. He spent $6.3 million on cars, tigers, and jewelry like it was pocket change. Here's the crazy part. He didn't lose it because of one bad night or one bad deal. He lost it making the same 6 mistakes ordinary people make with a normal paycheck. Spending the raise, no cushion, no plan. Just with way more zeros. And he's not alone. Sports Illustrated found 60% of NBA players go broke within 5 years of retirement, and an estimated 78% of NFL players are under serious financial stress within just 2 years of walking away. Hey there, my name is T, and welcome to TeezTrix. If a guy who made hundreds of millions can go broke making 6 basic mistakes, what chance does a regular salary have? That's exactly what we're fixing today. Mistake number 1, spending the raise, lifestyle inflation. Here's the one that quietly keeps you broke. You get a $500 a month raise, and by month 3, your lifestyle has already eaten it. Nicer car, bigger apartment, more takeout. Congratulations, you just worked harder to stay exactly where you were. That's mistake number 1, spending the raise. It's like running faster on a treadmill and calling it progress. The machine speeds up, you speed up, and you're still in the same room. Tyson didn't go broke because he earned too little. He went broke because every million he made, he spent 2. Same disease, bigger numbers. A practical example. Tasha lands a promotion, $8,000 more a year. 6 months later, she's financing a newer car at $400 a month and upgraded her phone plan. Her savings account? Same balance as before the raise. She didn't get a raise. She bought more bills. The rule is simple. When your income goes up, your spending stays put, at least for a year. Every extra dollar goes to debt, then savings, then investing. Remember, sales feed ego, cash flow feeds survival. Mistake number 2, no emergency fund. This is the one that turns a bad week into a bad year. That's mistake number 2, no emergency fund. According to Bankrate's annual report, just 47% of Americans say they could cover a $1,000 emergency with savings. Think about that. More than half the country is one flat tire, one medical bill, one broken water heater away from real trouble. Here's where it gets interesting. Without a cushion, every emergency goes on a credit card, and at 20% plus interest, a $1,000 problem becomes a $1,500 problem. Now you're not saving for your future, you're paying for your past. A real scenario. Marcus has no emergency fund. His transmission dies, $1,800. He puts it on a card, pays the minimum, and a year later that same repair has cost him over $2,300. One bad week, and he's paying for it for 18 months. The rule? Before you invest a single dollar, build 3 to 6 months of expenses in a boring savings account. It's not exciting. It's the wall between you and disaster. Mistake number 3, paying minimums on credit card debt. Here's a number that should make you uncomfortable. Mistake number 3, paying the minimum on credit card debt. Americans now carry $1.25 trillion in credit card debt, according to the Federal Reserve. The average card balance is around $7,700. Wrong to ignore this, because credit card debt is the exact opposite of passive income. Your investments make money while you sleep. Credit card debt costs you money while you sleep. One side consumes, the other side builds. Here's the math most people never do. Say you owe $7,700 at 24% interest. That's the average rate on new cards right now. Pay the minimum of about $230 a month, and you're looking at roughly 18 years to pay it off, and you'll fork over more than $14,000 total, almost double, 18 years, for a balance that's smaller than a used car. The rule, kill high-interest debt before you chase returns. A guaranteed 24% return. That's what paying off that card is. No investment on earth gives you a guaranteed 24%. Mistake number 4, waiting to invest. I'll start investing when I have more money. It's the most expensive sentence in personal finance. Here's the thing. Investing isn't about having a lot. It's about starting early. 2 people invest the same amount total, but one starts at 25 and the other waits until 35. By 65, the early starter can have almost double the money, because compound interest needs time more than it needs size. Think of it like building a house. You don't wait until you can afford the whole mansion in one day. You lay one brick, then another, then another. About a year later you look up and there's a house. A realistic example. Jay starts at 22, throwing $100 a month into a low-cost index fund, a little over $3 a day, the price of a coffee. It's not impressive at first. By 65, at a 7% average return, that's over $300,000. From a coffee's worth of money a day. The rule: start now, even if it's $25 a month. The best day to start was 10 years ago. The second best is today. And here's where it gets deeper. Because the next two mistakes aren't about math at all. They're about your head. Mistake number 5, keeping up with people you can't see. You don't see your neighbor's debt. You see their car. You don't see their credit card bill. You see the vacation photos. Here's the crazy part. 67% of Americans report living paycheck to paycheck, and a big chunk of them look rich doing it. The Instagram feed doesn't show the overdraft fees. Tyson's problem was never money. It was the entourage, dozens of people on his payroll, everyone expecting him to be the guy with the money. Keeping up appearances doesn't care how many zeros you have. It's like standing in the rain and saying water isn't real. You're comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. The rule is brutal but freeing. Build wealth in silence. The people who actually have money aren't the ones posting it. They're the ones quietly stacking investments while everyone else finances the illusion. Mistake number 6, no plan, just winging it. Most people's financial plan is make more money. That's not a plan, that's a wish. Here's where it gets interesting. Money has a funny way of finding direction when you give it one. Without a plan, every dollar just leaks out. A coffee here, a subscription there, a sale you couldn't miss. At the end of the month, you made good money and have nothing to show for it. Tyson had more money than he could spend in 10 lifetimes, yet no system to keep any of it. That's the whole ballgame. A practical example. 2 roommates, same pay. One tracks every dollar in a simple spreadsheet. Nothing fancy, 5 minutes a week. The other roughly knows where his money goes. 18 months later, the tracker has $9,000 saved. The other has a vague memory of a lot of good times. The rule: give every dollar a job before the month starts. You don't need a finance degree, you need 5 minutes and a list. Money you plan for is money that stays. Let me bring it home. 6 mistakes, 6 rules. 1. Don't spend the raise. 2. Build an emergency fund before anything else. 3. Kill credit card debt like your life depends on it. 4. Start investing now, even small. 5. Stop keeping up with people you can't see. 6. Give every dollar a job. None of these require a high income. Every single one is a decision, not a talent. And if Mike Tyson can lose $300 million ignoring them, none of us are safe ignoring them either. Look, most people are trying to survive the future. Smart people are positioning themselves to benefit from it. The difference isn't how much you earn. It's which of these 6 mistakes you decide to stop making, starting today. If this changed how you think about your money, hit like, subscribe, and comment which mistake hit the closest to home, because I promise it was at least one. Welcome to TeezTrix. Let's grow together.